XRP over in America? Or is this something bigger? People are losing their minds after Friday. I was off at a retreat, relaxing, connecting back to God, and everything started blowing up. Chris Larson is supporting Kamala Harris. Ripple is not IPOing in America. And everybody starts the chaos. Do you realize that that's the game that they want? If they can control your emotions, they can move you any way they want. Take a deep breath. I ain't selling nothing. I'm buying more XRP and more Ripple pre-IPO, and I'm going to explain exactly why. Let's take a deep dive. So one of the biggest things we need to understand is don't think Warren Buffett is sitting back going, "Oh shoot, that board of director is going for Kamala Harris." That is not how you make intelligent investments. You make intelligent investments based on number one, will it be here in the next 5 to 10 years? Number two, is there a real world solve? And number three, does the public or consumers or commercial actually need it? You don't do it based on Chris Larson's opinion on who he wants to support. And then you go deeper to tie the facts, figures, numbers, logic. So let's dive in after this weekend of absolute chaos on Twitter. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is this was breaking from Abs at Good Morning Crypto. We just came back from our Revive retreat. Abs was there as well. And so thank you for him for keeping us updated as we were in the retreat. Says breaking, Ripple CEO states that the company has no plans for IPO. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said San Francisco-based company has no interest in the U.S. IPO. Why would they? Why would they even consider it since they've been battered by the SEC since December 20th, 2020, due to what they believe is SEC key hostility towards crypto? Okay. Overall, Garlinghouse said he is more optimistic about the next 5 years of crypto than ever. Okay, so let's stop for just a moment. He's talking specifically right now from an emotional sense from the hostility from the SEC in this current paradigm. Okay, well, let's go. This is nothing new. Everybody was freaking out about this. He said this back in January. This is January 16th. Crypto firm Ripple explores IPO outside the US because of hostile SEC. Won't go public soon, right? And also, Ripple doesn't actually need to go public. They have plenty of money. If they go public, they're going to take over. They're going to be a massive, massive company. So we need to look further, pull the veil back a little bit, and start to look deeper at what this is. So this was nothing new. He had already stated this. So this just got blown out of proportion. And at the same time, Ripple co-founder among Kamala Harris' new corporate endorsers. Chris Larson endorsement comes as Ripple has emerged as one of the biggest donors in the 2024 US election, though his choice may be at odds with the cryptocurrency CEO support of Senate Republicans. Okay. So Chris Larson likes Kamala Harris right here, though his choice may be at odds with the company's CEO support for Senate Republicans. Brad Garlinghouse likes Republicans. Chris Larson likes Kamala. That's his opinion. Okay. Chris Larson nor Brad Garlinghouse is making the decisions on how this monetary system runs. You got to pull yourself up into that 30,000 foot overview. People are literally making financial decisions based on this. Listen to me. This is how you get wrecked. When you go sell your bag or you go sell your Ripple pre-IPO or whatever it is, I'm not telling you what to do because Chris Larson supports Kamala Harris. That's lack of emotional intelligence. You got to develop emotional intelligence. You got to really get control of your emotions or you'll get wrecked 100% of the time. That is not how wealth is built. You don't go sell a bag because Chris Larson has an opinion and he likes Democrats and Brad Garlinghouse likes Republicans. So let's go deeper, guys. Let's go deeper and get into that 30,000 foot overview. Let's go to some reminders here. The World Economic Forum appoints new members to the Board of Trustees. This dated August 2019. Larry Fink was appointed to the Board of Trustees. The job of the Board of Trustees is to move the mission forward of the World Economic Forum. So write that down. Larry Fink is part of the Board of Trustees. Circle is Circle is connected to the World Economic Forum. They're a partner of the World Economic Forum. BlackRock and Circle are connected. Okay, let's keep going. Ripple is on the partners for the World Economic Forum. Okay, Brad Garlinghouse, his name pops up on here as well. Okay, so we got Larry Fink, the largest asset manager in the world, who was tabbed by the Federal Reserve in 2008 to balance out the markets and tabbed by the Federal Reserve in 2020 to balance out the markets, and has worked with the left and has worked with the right and is making decisions for our financial system. And you have Ripple partnered with the World Economic Forum. You have Circle partnered with the World Economic Forum. So do you think that Chris Larson's opinion on who he wants politically is going to change what happens with the financial system? No, it's not. It's much, much bigger than this. Okay. And let's dive a little bit deeper into this.
Half of all the corporate money being pumped into this year's election is coming from the crypto industry, according to a new report from the nonprofit watchdog group Public Citizen. Now, the sector, which has been under high scrutiny by the Biden administration, is outspending big oil and banks this cycle, with Koch Industries in a distant second place in terms of corporate contributions. Heavyweights like Coinbase, Ripple, and VC firm Andreessen Horowitz, which has a sizable crypto book, have collectively given more than $146 million with the goal of trying to get candidates who are friendly to the industry into office.
Okay, there you go. Ripple, Coinbase. We got Circle. We're building all the connections. Whoa, interesting. Coinbase is connected to BlackRock. BlackRock is connected to Circle. Circle is connected to, oh, shoot, it's all coming together, isn't it? Ripple and Circle are partnered with the World Economic Forum. So Chris Larson's decision to support Kamala Harris. Now, I'm not trying to be offensive in saying if that's just a done deal for you based on someone's personal opinion around investing. So let me rephrase that. If your financial decisions are made based on someone's personal opinion or their opinion on who they support in a board of directors, I'm sure some are left, some are right, some are left, some are right. Your portfolio is going to look like the stock market. Your gains are going to look down and then up, and then you're going to be all over the place. Imagine if that's how our decisions are made. We got to pull ourselves a 35,000 foot overview. There's a much bigger group of people running this financial system. The presidential elections every 4 years, one side promises the world this way, the other side promises the world this way, and the money still ends up in the same 1%'s hands every single time. BlackRock is neutral, guys. BlackRock works with the left. They work with the right. BlackRock, Larry Fink, is on the board of trustees for the World Economic Forum. Coinbase is connected to the world, has been connected to the world. BlackRock, is connected to World Economic Forum. Coinbase is connected to BlackRock. Circle's connected to World Economic Forum. Ripple's connected to World Economic Forum. Every year at Davos, they all get together, and the mission of the board of trustees to move the mission forward. So I hope that we can pull ourselves to a 30,000 foot overview and get out of the emotional state of all this chaos. Guys, the system is changing, and the decisions you need to make need to be interpersonal. What do you really want? So I've been talking about Bitcoin a lot. Let me explain that. People are like, oh, he's a Bitcoin maximalist. No, it has nothing to do with that. I'm sharing with you my exact strategy. I've been accumulating. I have quite a bit of XRP. I have quite a bag of XRP, and I'm building a strategy with Bitcoin. When all the dust settles, guys, the three main ones that will be here, it's just like the auto boom, just like the .com boom, the three that will be here no matter what. There'll be many others, but the three that will be here for sure is Bitcoin, XRP, and Ethereum. Guaranteed. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP will be guaranteed. They will be here. Ethereum is deep in the banking system. Deep in the banking system. Just go down the rabbit hole with consensus. You got Larry Fink says that Bitcoin's a flight to quality. They're the largest holder in Bitcoin. You got XRP, the most disruptive technology that's been battling the SEC for 4 years, and they beat the SEC. Of course, Brad Garlinghouse, good for him. He's like, fuck the SEC. If this same person's in the seat, we are not going to be going after an IPO. Why would we do that in a hostile environment? Think about what he's saying. If the environment changes, hey, game on. Let's go. So I don't make my decisions based on Chris Larson's personal decisions. He can believe in whoever he wants. You know who I believe in? God. And do you know who else I believe in? Jesus Christ, Yeshua. And do you know who I follow? God. And do you know who I get direction from? Jesus Christ, Yeshua. I boldly stand on that. And I know that doesn't help my social, putting my prayers and doing all that stuff, but that's none of my business. If it affects my business, it's none of my business. So I hope this message reaches you well. I know it's a couple days late, but I wasn't pulling myself out of the deep retreat they were in, connecting back to God, to even respond to the emotional response to this, because I'm not emotional about this. I'm poised, I'm disciplined, I'm consistent. And the thing that I'm worried about is really building a foundation with God, my family, protecting the divine feminine within my family, my ecosystem, getting my shit together, holding the line. And when it profits, I'm pulling profits. And when I profit, I pull it down and I'm putting it in tier 1 capital insurance. I'm going to be holding my Bitcoin long term. I'll be buying more precious metals, which will be silver. Bitcoin is my gold. I'll be getting into more real estate and I'll be continuing to improve my businesses. I'm not expanding any more business. I'm going all into my businesses and I'm going to expand them to make them more efficient and future proof them and to continue to help more people build freedom. That's what I'm doing. So I love you guys. I appreciate you, as we always say. Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go. If you need any support at all, if you're still here, we get hundreds of messages on how I ensure my wealth. So what we want to do is provide a tool for you. So if you go out, first of all, I will never DM you. I will never telegram you. I will never proactively message you. I'll never ask you about your crypto. I do not invest people's money. Stop responding to those people. Those are all scammers. That's not me. Okay. What we do have is a needs assessment in this video. Click the link or click the description, fill out the needs assessment as best you can. I'll have the proper team member reach out to you around how I ensure my wealth. Okay. If you fill it out, they're going to text you, call you, email. You don't have to pay them a dime. It's an absolutely free consultation. If you click the description of my social media platform, that's where the needs assessment is. Okay. So I'll see you on the inside. Love you guys. Warriors, rise.